People in several countries have held rallies to condemn Nigeria's attack on its Shia community. In Iran, people took to the streets after the Friday prayers to voice their anger over the brutal killing and to express solidarity with Nigeria's Shia leader, Sheikh Ibrahim Zakzaky. Bahraini protesters also held rallies to condemn the attacks. Security forces tried to disperse the protesters by using tear gas in the eastern town of Sitra. Similar rallies were also held in Pakistan, Iraq and India. Nigerian soldiers raided the home of Sheikh Ibrahim Zakzaky on Saturday and arrested him after killing hundreds of Shia Muslims. The fate of the top Shia cleric remains unknown.
2, 3, 4. Shia killing no more!
A group of Muslims assembled in Midtown Manhattan, just one block from the United Nations headquarters, to condemn the recent brutal attacks of the Nigerian military on Shia Muslims. Muslims from across the New York and New Jersey area gathered to protest and demand freedom for Sheikh Zakzaky.
We demand the immediate and unconditional release of Sheikh Zakzaky and all the other detainees that have been illegally detained by the Nigerian military and the government.
Speaking to Press TV, Sheikh Syed Alea, who had traveled all the way from Seattle to attend the protest, said the Islamic movement in Nigeria is vitally important for the entire African continent.
Sheikh Zakzaky is one of the greatest leaders in Africa. And in the contemporary times, we don't find anyone similar to him in the entire continent. The work he has done is beyond just the Shia community. He is a source of inspiration for the Sunni brothers there and even the Christian community. And not just in Nigeria, but in the countries which are close to Nigeria. He has tremendous influence on that region. And because of that great social and humanitarian and Islamic services that he has done, this is one of the reasons why the enemies of Islam didn't like that and he was targeted.
Protesters said that Zakzaky was targeted because he has bravely exposed the links between the Nigerian government and the Boko Haram terrorists.
He is the only person who has been able to reveal who Boko Haram is and how they are affiliated with the Nigerian government. So when Nigerian army should be fighting Boko Haram, instead they attack a peaceful march where thousands, some say as much as 5,000 people have been killed.
The gathering of Muslims and peace activists delivered an official petition to the Nigerian mission, demanding that they comply with international law and release all who were abducted after the December 12th massacre in Zaria. Caleb Maupin, Press TV, New York.
The shockwaves of the recent massacre in Nigeria's Zaria are increasing, with contrasting claims about the whereabouts of the leader of Nigeria's Islamic movement, Sheikh Ibrahim Zakzaky. The Nigerian army claimed on Thursday that they handed Zakzaky over for prosecution. This is while Nigeria's President Muhammad Buhari expressed ignorance about the massacre and Zakzaky's detention. Now, amid contrasting claims on the exact condition of Sheikh Zakzaky, fervent followers of the top Shia cleric are now urging clear response from the government.
We want the government to show us our leader, to take it out to his family.
We also spoke to Zakia, one of Zakzaky's daughters, who was among the participants in Mashhad. She told Press TV about the suspense she has been through since her father was arrested.
We know that our father has been injured, but we don't know where they took our father and our mother.
Sheikh Ibrahim Zakzaky is a strong opponent of Israel's occupation of Palestine. During last year's international pro-Palestine rallies, the Nigerian army gunned down over 30 of his followers, including 3 of his sons. The participants believe the killing of Zakzaky's supporters and his arrest have to do with his stance against Israel.
We don't have any enemy which is bigger than the Zionists and the Americans. For the past 20 years, these people have been planning more attacks on the Islamic movement.
The fatal incident, which claimed hundreds of lives, was not met with significant media coverage, with some media outlets referring to the unarmed victims as rebellious. Nigerians link the media silence over the tragedy to Israel's dominance over media.
This is also one of the reasons why we say that this has the hands of the Zionist, maybe, and the American government, because, you know, the media is in their own control. So whenever you said something which they don't like, they can easily close your channel.
The participants demanded that the Nigerian government reveal Sheikh Zakzaky's whereabouts and release him immediately.
The Nigerian nationals blamed their government for its silence over the killing of hundreds of their fellow countrymen and demanded that President Buhari take practical measures to bring to court those responsible for the tragic incident. Yusuf Jalali, Press TV, the Iranian northeastern city of Mashhad.